Good morning, everyone, and happy Easter. Kate asked me to share this special tale of Rechenka's eggs by Patricia Polacco to celebrate this egg-cellent day. I hope you enjoy. Babushka lived alone in a little house in the country, but she was known far and wide for the fine eggs that she painted for the Easter festival in Moscow. Each day, Babushka would take the shell of an egg from her basket and paint it in wonderful designs. One day, Babushka was admiring the miracle of caribou visiting her when a flock of noisy geese honked overhead. Then one of them faltered and fell from the sky, hit by a hunter. Babushka carefully picked up the goose and took it back to her little house. There she fed the goose and put it in her best basket lined with her warmest quilt. "I shall name you a good name. How do you like Rechenka?" "Yes, then Rechenka it shall be." And with Babushka's care, Rechenka grew stronger as each day passed and laid an egg for breakfast every morning. As Rechenka got better, she waddled around the house to explore. One day she jumped on top of Babushka's work table. "Niet!" Babushka cried as the goose tipped over her paints. "No!" And then the startled goose flapped her wings and knocked over her basket of eggs, which crashed to the floor and shattered. No chance to go to the festival now. The next morning, Babushka trundled over to Rechenka's basket wearily to get her morning egg. But when she reached into the middle of the quilt, she picked out the most brilliantly colored egg that she had ever seen. "A miracle," Babushka whispered. "A miracle." She made small holes at both ends of the egg and blew the yolk and white and carefully saved the shell. After that, every morning, there was another beautiful egg in Rechenka's basket. And soon Babushka had enough eggs to take to the festival in Moscow. How wonderful, she thought. A miracle has replaced the eggs that were broken. "Spring is here, my little friend," Babushka said to Rechenka the morning of the festival. "Soon now you will be flying off to the north with your flock. Da, my little friend, I shall sorely miss you." They shared one final meal together, and then Babushka left her little house with her basket of precious eggs. She crossed Lebitov Valley where the caribou mothers were walking their newborn calves. A miracle, Babushka thought. New little lives. A miracle. And soon she could see the onion domes of old Moscow. The festival was bright and exciting. There was a procession of jugglers and dancers and laughing children playing and running, and everyone admiring her eggs. The judges picked Babushka's eggs as the most beautiful. Babushka was so happy, and she beamed as she looked at the first prize, a feather bed quilt. As Babushka made her way homeward, a honking flock of geese flew overhead. Babushka gave them a long and lingering look. She wondered if Rechenka was one of them. When Babushka arrived at her home that evening, she heard an ever-so-small sound. It was coming from Rechenka's basket. She hobbled closer and saw one last egg, but this one was different from all the others. It quivered and moved. It made tiny muffled sounds. The egg jumped, bumped, rolled, and pitched in the basket. And then there was a crack, and Babushka could see the very special gift that Rechenka had left for her. "All a miracle," said Babushka. Easter is a time of contemplating miracles. And I hope that we can all learn from Babushka in celebrating the small miracles, the small, generous things in our lives. And Shaggington and I wish you a very happy Easter.